Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome to Christmas in July. Oh, we are having so much fun here. We've been running videos on Christmas in July all this week, Monday through Friday. Today is Friday and it's our last video. It's our last Christmas in July video. So we are just really going to get to it. I have a cup of tea here and this is a Christmas tea. I have it deal right here. It's a Twinings Christmas tree. Embrace the magic of the season with the sweet and savory spice flavors of cinnamon and cloves. Yes. Oh, and it smells so delicious. So we will be drinking that today. I have my planner here and we're going to be building another page for the planner. And today we're going to be building a page to take care of all the wellness issues that we have going on during the holidays. Now this is in collaboration with my friend Tracie at Midwest Craft Chat. We've been doing our wellness journal videos on the 25th of the month. We just started that a few months ago, but it's a new collaboration that we're doing and I love it. And I was thinking during Christmas in July, what should I do? Well, a wellness during the holidays, I think it's a great idea because while it is a great season filled with fun and magic and all of the good things, some of us are the ones behind the magic and sometimes that stress tends to creep in, and when it does, it can just stall things out and ruin everything. So we're going to build a page to give us some tools to help beat that stress, and I'm going to call in some friends of mine, and these are the Penguin holiday stickers from my Etsy shop. I'm in love with this set. It's been around, I believe, a couple of years or maybe last year. Maybe the year before too. I don't know, but I love these penguins. They are super adorable and I think they will help bring just enough joy to take the stress level away. So I'm ready to get all of this started. Let me grab my tea here and we're gonna have a great time. Cue festive titles. Oh, this tea is just what I needed. It is super delicious. Okay, so I have my planner here. Well, let's get a page out. We're going to go all the way to the Christmas tab over here. Here is our Advent calendar we built. Yes, our making a list page we built. Love, love. Deck the halls, love. And we're going to grab a clean sheet of dot grid paper here. Let's just set this aside for a moment. And we're going to use this to build our page on. So what I have here is the Penguin Holiday collection from my Etsy shop. So we have all these cute penguins doing the decorating and the presents and the baking and then just, you know, being cute. And then we have Snow Day where they're all outside having fun, doing all the things. Love. We have these boxes, which I really like the sprinkles in these boxes. And then we have the specialty boxes. I think we're going to use this big box here. And I'm also pulling in the 'Tis the Season script. We used this one the other day for Deck the Halls. And I think we're going to use this to build a title on here. I also have a Happy Planner. This is an older winter book. And there's some script letters in here. Or some letters, rather. Some alpha letters. Some alphabet. Oh my gosh. That we might use. So I have all these things as well as more washi. I have been going through my stash of washi. And this one I was looking at the blues with the red. And I think this blue might really work. So we'll see what we can get ourselves into with all this. I'll keep it up there just to kind of keep it in our thoughts and in our minds. And let's go ahead and work on building this page. Let's start with the washi, and I know I want to use these boxes. So let's see. I think this blue washi, it has some snowflakes in it. I think this blends with it really well. And I have some reds here. That's cute. This heart might be much. Candy cane is also really cute to add with it. And then I also have these sprinkles, and I like these sprinkles, and I'm wondering if this would pair with it nicely. It might be just what I need. Okay, okay. Let's work on this. Let's do the blue and then the sprinkles on top. We're just making this up as we go. I think I'm going to go all the way to the edge this time. This is a thinner washi, and if I have to cut through the disc punch, I will. And since we're doing this, I just got a comment I read. I think Pam, you were the one who wrote the comment, wanting to know how I cut through the washi and not the paper. And it's a pressure. You just put a little bit of pressure. And if you just practice a couple of times, you'll get to see what the pressure is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this. It's just a lighter pressure. I'm gonna go kind of to the edge. And sometimes when you start, you might not get it cut all the way through and you have to do it again. But just a little practice will get you there. So just a little bit of pressure. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to go all the way to my desk. And I didn't go all the way to the end on that, but you know, that's okay. We will get over these things. I'm going to do the top the same way. So as I mentioned, we are building a page for wellness and to help give us tools for when stress happens in the holidays. This is for me. And maybe you have ideas on your own, and maybe something here will help you too. But these are the triggers or the tools that will help me. So this is what this page will do, and I think it'll come in really handy. I know I want to use this big box, and then I also want to use these smaller boxes maybe around here for some individual things I can do. And this is a thing I want to remember. So I'm kind of eyeballing it here just to get some space because I'm not sure what we're going to put in here. I just like these little penguin guys. And let's title it "'Tis the Season," because 'tis the season of jolly holly fun and stress, right? And let's go ahead and do the title right in the center, which is not something I usually do. I usually start putting decor, but I think we're just going to title it right away. Sometimes some of this washi, if you stick a sticker on it, it comes undone. So I'm going to go right below it. And I'm just eyeballing the center. I don't know. I think that's about it. 'Tis the season. And let's see. Making this up as I go. I kind of wanted to use this guy because doesn't he look like, you know, when you get like all bogged down and you got so many things to do and you just want the world to kind of go away. This is not what that guy looks like. We're going to use him. We're going to use him. And I'm going to use this big box. And let's see. I'm going to try to place, I want the big box, but I also, this is where I was thinking of using some of these letters. So how big are these letters? So the box could go maybe right in this area. Let's see. I was thinking of putting him on top of the box, but I have this guy down here. Now, this guy alone, he's in the middle of all the wrapping. And that's kind of a little stressful situation too that he's looking at, right? Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna put this right here and then we'll deal with it. All of the holiday things are fun, but we already have a routine that we normally do. And I think sometimes we tend to forget that we have a normal routine that we normally do. And when we add all the holiday things, it becomes too much. And that's when the stress starts happening. Any one thing is just fun. 2 and 3 and 4 things starts adding stress. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. And I think we're gonna put the word stress on top of this box because I didn't want the word to be too much. Oh, this is gonna be adorable. So S-T-R-E-S-S. So the R and the E, let's take those out and put them in the center so that we can line this up more evenly. That's cute. Check it out. Look, 'tis the season. Stress. But see, you can't, it's not like in your face, but it is there, just like stress does, just hiding, just under the surface. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's set this cute little guy. Oh, love him so much. Let's see if we can fit him right up here. Yes, I think he's adorable. And he's all ready for the season. Love, love, love. Okay. So before I put any more decor in, because I don't know how much of this I can actually put in, because I do want boxes, because the purpose of this is I'm going to write some things to remember when I get stressed, and then I want 5 or 6 boxes of tools that I can use to do. So let's just start putting some of these boxes in, and then we'll see how far we get on this. So let's see, let's put this guy, let's go right kind of in this area. Let's go sideways. And I'm putting them over on the edge. It's a nice big box. Love to use. Cute penguins in it. And I want to build like, you know, like a big gallery wall situation over here. So let's put one over on the other side. So we have all these different blues. We have 2 different blue shades and then this red. But let's do this one right at the bottom. Just like so. Okay. And now we're going to build some kind of cluster situation in the center here. And I think I want to use a red box and this blue and I think this red. Because 2 of these, one of them has a penguin in it. This one's running after a present, super cute, but these 2 don't. So I think that will be helpful. Well, let's start over here. And let's overlap these 2 boxes. And then I think we will overlap these 2 boxes kind of right around it. That one will go there, and then this one will overlap here. Right about like so. So that the overlap, and then this line here, I'll show you. So they overlap kind of on the corners, but then we have this space here and it's somewhat even. Because I like that. So there's 5 boxes there. I have room to put something on here, like a cute little penguin. And I'm kind of liking this guy holding the candy cane, because he's like, ta-da, stress isn't getting me. Let's put him right up here. He's on ice skates. We can kind of dip him a little bit in there. Like that. Excellent. And let's see. I could also take one of these headers. So we have 2 dark blue, 1 light blue, and a lot of red. So let's do the light blue. And let's put this here so that we know what is happening down here. Kind of right here. It's kind of sort of centering the page, but I'm balancing it with the rest of this. So I think what I want to do is, I didn't want to put boxes up here because I want this to be clean. And then all of these are my tools. And then we can put snowflakes because we do have a lot of snowflakes. But I think that we have enough penguins because we have 2 big penguins. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little penguin stories going on. So I'm enjoying this. Let's work on getting the snowflakes in, and then we're going to write everything in. So we can put a snowflake in here. And let's do one of these smaller snowflakes, kind of just right in here so we don't overpower the area. And then let's put a bigger one kind of coming down. And a bigger one coming down over here too. And then another bigger one over on this side too. So let's see, we don't want it to be too matchy-matchy. And then we'll fit the little ones in with this, like so. Actually, I think we can put a bigger one right here. Let's put this one as a tiny bit bigger. And then we put this one over there. And so I'm trying not to make it look like it's in a straight line. So you put it off to the side, but then you also go closer to one over the other. And here's another little one that we can put kind of right here. And then we have lots of little snowflakes. Let's just use them all. Kind of happening. There. So I kept it clean, but then, you know, I filled it up, but with snowflakes. So I think we're done here. I think it looks super cute. I mean, I could probably sit and play with these snowflakes for a while and move them around, but I'm good. Let's get a pen and write all the magic in. Okay, I'm just gonna bring in these two pens that I've been using, the Micron 03, which is a little thicker felt tip, and then this Muji .38, which is really thin. And what I wanna do is first fill out this box here, and 'tis the season for stress. Let me write this here. For stress. And in this box, I wanna write a few things to remember so that we recognize the stress when it's happening, as it's happening. So let me just write remember, and then we'll write some things. Okay, so I wrote remember just like in this weird little script. And then I have three things. So 'tis the season for stress. Number one, manage expectations. So these things are what are my triggers or what I need to remember to do. So manage expectations. So sometimes we have something that's going to happen, or even in the holidays or any time really, maybe you have people coming over and you have one way of looking at how this is going to go, but there are other people around and they have a way of thinking of how it's going to go too. And managing all the expectations within yourself or within myself will definitely help if I remember that not everything is always going to go exactly the way I think it's going to go. So manage my expectations of how something is going to look. I can have this great view of a holiday movie night with themed food, and not that I haven't thought of this before. But that doesn't mean that's necessarily how it's going to turn out, but that doesn't also mean it won't still be fun. So manage the expectations of the evening, especially when other people are involved, because they have a way of thinking how things are going to go too. Number two, kind of similar, perfection stalls us. So we try to be too perfect sometimes. We build the perfect scenario, but sometimes trying to get those moments really perfect and actually doing them really stalls us out and stops us from getting things done because we're too hung up on getting everything perfect. Now, I use the word perfect a lot, and I use it kind of loosely, like when I'm doing my planner spreads and I'm like, oh, perfect. But I'm really trying to work on myself and getting to where I'm not trying to be overly perfect with everything, and that being okay with imperfection, because imperfection really is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And the third one is something I say all the time, pick a lane. Okay, wrapping all the presents, fun thing to do. Watching all the holiday movies, fun thing to do. Baking cookies, fun thing to do. Doing all the holiday activities, fun thing to do, but you try to set them all in the same time frame, and that is when stress starts happening. So pick a lane. Choose something to do and do it. So sometimes we get overly stressed because we're just overwhelmed by all the volume of things. And there's not one thing that's complicated or difficult. It's just all of it together is what throws us over the edge and stalls us out and does all the things. So pick a lane, pick something, and just go with it and do it. So these are my remembers for the season, or any time really, when stress starts hitting. These are the things I think of. Now down here, what I want to do is I want to pick 5 things that I can do and be mindful of. So let's write that. So these are going to be mindful things that I can do, that I can choose to do in a mindful way. And I say that because some of these things are very easy and you think, oh, I can do this and then these other 3 things at the same time. But no, the purpose of this and why I wrote mindful is that you do these things just as these things. Now you can do some of these things together. Well, we'll write them down and then we'll discuss it. So let's go with the first one here. The first one is sit in the quiet. Now, that isn't always the easiest thing to do, but for me, when I turn everything off and just sit for a few minutes. It helps regenerate me. And we live out in the country. Now, you may not have this. You may live in the middle of the city, and sometimes quiet means something different to you than it would to me. But when I turn everything off here, it is really quiet. And what I can hear, I do hear birds chirping and that type of thing, but those are nature noises, and nature noises are always good. But sometimes just sitting in the quiet, and even if it's only for like 5 minutes, it really does help calm me down and rejuvenate me. So sit in the quiet is one of my mindful activities that I can choose to do if I'm finding myself overwhelmed and stressed. Let's pick another one here. Drink a cup of tea. Well, I will. Thank you very much. So drinking a cup of tea is something that I can do to relax me. Tea is very relaxing anyway. It's also very delicious. And in the winter months, if I'm cold, it helps warm me up. Now I can do these two things together if I want. I can sit in the quiet and drink a cup of tea. Might take a little more than 5 minutes, but that will really help relax me and calm me down. And so what I do for myself, and you saw that I have like this Christmas tea, I have a tea box, and I filled it with lots of different teas. And in the holidays, I have all of these holiday teas from Twinings. And I have a lot of teas that I love. This one is one of them. This is one of my favorite teas for the holidays. And it makes it a joy to go in and get my cup of tea. Just like I have my mug here. This is a great tea mug because it's nice and thick and just really holds that tea with a little honey. And it calms me down and it makes me happy. And I like to do that. So that is something also I can do when I'm feeling overwhelmed and stressed. I am not drinking tea and scrolling through Facebook or social medias or any of those things. I am sitting there just drinking my cup of tea. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, go for a walk. Now this one might take a little longer than just like the 5 minutes these could take, but sometimes just getting outside, walking around the block or walking to the end of the street and back. And I say that because sometimes we get a lot of snow and it's cold, and just the idea of going outside sometimes is enough. But when I do it, I feel better. I refresh my head. All the things that seemed to bog me down don't necessarily bog me down anymore because, I don't know, you just freshen it out. So go for a walk. It's also good for you. Get outside, get some vitamin D. So go for a walk is one of them. Okay, we have 2 more. Oh my gosh, let's do this one next. Okay, so for this one, I wrote, watch a feel-good movie. Now, on my list of feel-good movies around the holidays, one would be, for example, like The Holiday. I love that movie, and I watch it, and it gives me the warm fuzzies. Some Hallmark Christmas movies will do the same thing. Too many of them, then it just goes the other way. But watch a feel-good movie. I think what I'll do this holiday season, I hope I remember, is I'll make a list. I'll make one of these pages for all the feel-good movies that I can go to. That way, if I want to do this, I'm not sitting there then spending 20 minutes trying to decide which feel-good movie I want to watch, because that defeats the purpose. Now, this one is going to take a little longer than, say, 5 minutes. But sometimes just stepping away from everything that I have going on, even though I don't think I have time, stepping away from it and indulging myself a little bit is definitely a stress reliever for me. And watching a feel-good movie is super, super fun. Now, I can drink a cup of tea while I watch my movie too. So see, I can mix some of these together and I'm still being mindful. We have one last one. Let's fill this one out. Okay, and my last one I wrote is listen to music. And then underneath I wrote really tiny, dance and sing, because listening to music is fun. And holiday music is fun. And dancing and singing out loud to this music is also fun. I made my song advent calendar. It is one of my favorite things I do during the holidays because just opening one of those windows and playing a song for 3 minutes and having me either sing it or dance to it really relaxes me. Now there's different types of music. This is holiday, so we're going to talk holiday. Some is the fun, what we call shopping music. My mom and I used to call it shopping music because it's the fun and you just get out there, motivating. That's the music you dance to. And then there's that nice, slow, lovely Christmas music that if you just really need to relax, you put some music on. You can sit in the quiet. Yes, there's music, but you're sitting in the quiet with music and drinking tea. Perfection. Perfection. That's enough to relieve some stress too. So these are some ideas I have to help relieve some stress and to do them mindfully because we only do these things together. We don't do this with 13 other things. Like I'm not washing the dishes while I'm doing this. We put that away because we're being mindful and just doing this because our goal is to calm down. So I think we're done with this. Let's grab the planner and put her in. Okay, so I have my planner here. Let's move right to this fun Christmas section. Starting right off the bat, we have this lovely decor of my advent calendar, but I think I want to place this on top of my advent calendar because when I open my Christmas section, I think it would be smart to just see this before we get into anything else so that I am mindful and remember that stress does not have to get us down and that these are some things I can do. Love, love. Speaking of this and all the fun, let's open one last window for our Christmas in July. Let's see, which one should we do? You know, I have this tea here and we're talking about tea and wellness. Let's open one of the mugs. Well, let's open the teapot. Let's do that because I'm obsessed with this little polka dot and it's reminiscent of my snowflake cup. So let's see what we have in door number 8. Oh, okay. Here's a fun classic. Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Now that's a fun song. We can do a dance party to that song, that's for sure. Also, it was mentioned I should make a Spotify list of these songs. I went ahead and did that. I'll put a link down below here for my Spotify playlist. If you're on Spotify, you can listen to it. I got all the songs on here with the exception of one that I could not find the rendition of, but that's all good. It's 24 songs to get you through the holidays. And this will also get us through the holidays with this stress page. I don't know what to call it. Now this is part of my wellness journal type videos, and my friend Tracie over at Midwest Craft Chat is doing a wellness video today as well. I'll put a link down below so that you can check her video out. We're still running our Christmas in July sale, 20% off of everything in the Christmas category. Y'all have been keeping me busy and I have been having a great time. Thank you all so much. Let me know down below what you thought of Christmas in July, what you do to beat the stress, and just let me know what's going on because I would love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.